Hello everyone, welcome back to Community Distance Reiki and Crystals. It's wonderful to have you here this Sunday evening. If you're new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself and make any request for your personal healing and well-being. We're going to get things started off by building a beautiful crystal grid with all of your requests in mind. For those of you who are returning, welcome back and thank you for the ongoing support. And for those of you who are watching this as a pre-recorded video, hello from the past. I invite you to go ahead and enjoy. The energy will reach you just the same. And if you choose to skip ahead to just the healing, start looking at about the 1 hour, 15-minute mark, or where the lights begin to shift and you can begin your journey there. My name is Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and I'm celebrating 15 years of teaching Usui Reiki. Today is the last day for the anniversary sale coupon code 15years, no spaces, S at the end, at learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It'll expire at midnight. Oh, hello there. And it's good towards all 2023 classes, all distance sessions and tarot readings, so you can get a one-on-one 1 hour session or reading with me for just $63 if you book it by midnight and use that coupon code that I'm entering into the chat right now. 15 years. There we go. And I think we have a Hattie that is very excited about the anniversary. Oh, I'm going to pick you up and make you say hi. Oh, you are so cute. Yeah, you can go back to my lap. If you'd like to learn more about my live online certification classes, one-on-one sessions and readings, or if you'd like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, go ahead over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. Use that coupon code I just typed into the chat, and you can go ahead and help yourself to that. That coupon code will expire at midnight tonight, 10/1/23. Thank you all for being here, and thank you all for being a part of these 15 years. It really means the world that y'all show up 5 times a week just like I do. So let's go ahead into the requests, say hi to everyone, and start building that beautiful crystal grid. Yes, Hattie agrees. She's ready for her Reiki. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead. We have, as usual, our copper spiral. Copper helps to get the flow of energy moving, and it's also really helpful for breaking up any kind of blockages. The spiral is particularly sacred to healers, so it really makes sense here. I'm just going to adjust the lights. Still getting used to the new home, the new apartment, still trying to make sure that everything is just so, and I still keep bumping into the camera and lights. There we go. Okay, we're good. Are you good? You ready? You're in your spot? Okay. Okay. Kitties are all about the Reiki, and yours might be too. Let's go ahead and say our hellos. Fiat Luna, Jennifer Vatsa, Key and Patty, Kanta, Jennifer. Oh, I said Jennifer Vatsa already, I think. Lee Nico, good to see you. Violet Integration. Chris, welcome in. You're absolutely welcome here. We'll put in some crystals for you too. And and JS left a message too. Awesome. So let's go ahead, start diving in. I will get to everyone's requests, and just a heads up, I have the settings in YouTube set up so that during a live stream, there are no ads, just the one at the beginning and then not during, because nothing breaks the zen more than ads. So if you do, but they're changing things behind the scene, and they're making it really challenging on my end to make sure that doesn't happen. So if you are getting ads during the stream, please let me know so that I can fix that. I really appreciate that, and thanks. So let's go ahead up and see what JS requested. I can't quite see it. If anyone can see what she requested, let's see. I might be able to. Oh, I got it. Okay. seeing the best in myself and others, confidence, being open to the world around me. Absolutely. Seeing the best in myself and others, confidence, being open to the world around me. Absolutely. Let's get started with JS's request. And all of you are absolutely welcome. I know time zones are a thing. All of you are always welcome to drop in early and set your requests and then enjoy this as a pre-recorded session later. Absolutely understood. So, oh, thank you, Chris. Kitty will just sit on my bed the whole day until she knows I'm doing Reiki and she's right in my lap. Yeah, I feel that way too about the premium. I think I'm going to go that way too. But for those that don't have it, it can definitely be a thing. Let's go ahead and bring in some yellow calcite for JS. This is wonderful for confidence, optimism, as well as, just cruising around. Confidence, optimism. It helps to break up blockages. It really supports the solar plexus. This is your center of boundaries, personal identity, will, and also helps you to prioritize what you want in life rather than prioritize what other people would want of you in your life. Helps you also to release the need of approval of others, and it's wonderful for anything having to do with your own self-identity. So it's also filled with joy. It's a really powerful joy stone. So let's go ahead and start with some of that beautiful yellow calcite. And what you doing, Hattie? You hear something outside? Okay. And we may just have to adjust this here and there. And I think that will help JS's requests. Being open to the world around you. Let's go ahead and bring in Picture Jasper for that. Picture Jasper helps to envision the future in a really beautiful way. It helps us to, in a way, almost brainstorm with positivity. This is a stone that also can help us to see the big picture of things and how all the different scenarios relate to us, helps us to break up kind of limited thinking. Wonderful for new ventures and adventures, great for moves abroad, meeting new cultures, and just expanding your horizons. So we'll definitely bring in some Picture Jasper, which also goes by, excuse me, Desert Jasper. So there we go. Awesome. All the best to you, JS, when you get a chance to watch this. Joanna, welcome in. Okay. And Kanta, I am continuing to feel more at home in this space. I actually broke down the very last, well, there's one more box of just office-y stuff, but I broke down the last big box today, so very happy about that. Intention, gather the right info and connect with the right people to carry out a heartfelt project. Gotcha. So let's do right info and right people. Honey calcite and labradorite. So honey calcite helps with optimism, even when things are kind of tough. Its kind of superpower is helping us to attract the best colleagues, friends, romantic partners, neighbors, what have you, into our life that are balanced with us right now. It does look very similar to yellow calcite, and there is a lot of overlap. This stone works with both the sacral, which is the center of relationships, how we relate to others in the world around us, as well as that solar plexus, which we talked about with yellow calcite. But yeah, it's wonderful for helping to open things up and attract the right people. So let's go ahead and put this right outside the yellow calcite. They work really well together. Labradorite helps with finding the right information, whether it's needle in a haystack or just like having to look at a lot of information and synthesizing what's most important. This is great for that. Also wonderful for studying and learning and things like that too, for the very same reasons. Wonderful too for better sleep, clairvoyance, which is our spiritual sight, as well as joy while we're traveling too. So we will bring this in. That's labradorite. Oh, there we go. Hooray for labradorite. Wonderful. Whoops. So sorry. There we go. Fantastic. Oh, we're off to a good start. All the best to you, Kanta. Chris, you have chronic pain. We've definitely got some stones for that. Okay, so, and I know I saw that Jen was requesting help for, I think it's inflamed hands and wrists, was it? Pain and inflammation relief. Okay, gotcha. Among other things too. But yeah, so I will bring in these three are really helpful, and they'll also overlap a lot of the other requests that are here too. So first off, malachite, really helpful for inflammation and pain, including arthritis, but it's a wonderful one for chronic pain too. It's also helpful for letting go of the past. It can help kind of bring some levity around issues like depression, anxiety. Of course, nothing I do is a replacement for anything else, including medications, psychotherapy, whatever you find to be helpful for you. But definitely this is like a wonderful complement to whatever you might be doing. Also really helpful of processing difficult and painful emotions so that you don't get stuck in that dark place, but you can actually process it and leave it behind you so that you can move forward a little bit easier in life. But yeah, wonderful for pain, whether it's chronic or acute, and especially for inflammation and arthritis. So that's malachite. We also have celestite. I find this one helpful with pain because it just kind of brings our attention to the highest upper chakras, which really impacts how we experience pain. So this is very connected to your angels, your spirit guides, and all of your sort of higher connections. Feeling connected to spirit, reminder that you are one with everyone and everything. Also great for discernment and higher wisdom. So that's celestite, very angelic stone. So let's go ahead and bring that in. And I'm just going to go ahead and tidy up the grid. You all know the trick. I'll grab a tarot card and just kind of line things up a little bit better. I'll pick from the Philly Tarot, and tonight the tarot card we're using to organize the grid is Ace of Cups, which is of course a steak sandwich. Word to the wise, for those of you that are not from Philly, if you ever do come here, if you want to know the best places to go get a cheesesteak, OG people do not call, OG Philly people do not call it a cheesesteak. We usually call it a steak sandwich. So if you want to know from the locals where to go, ask for where to go to get a good steak sandwich. If you say cheesesteak, we know you're not local. There we go. And Ace of Cups is all about a burst of energy in the emotional realm. Lots of love, emotional support, like a sudden burst or new beginning in the emotional fulfillment category of life. So Ace of Steak Sandwiches, Absolutely. So now that we're all ironed out, so there's our celestite. And the last one I want to bring in for pain and inflammation is lapis. Lapis can be very helpful for not only pain and inflammation, but also integrity, honesty, completing tasks, and meeting goals, fulfilling obligations, personal responsibility, and can even help you break habits around being disorganized. This is also wonderful for career improvement as well as vertigo and hearing loss. So we'll go ahead and bring this in. So that is lapis lazuli. Oop. Okay. Allison, Catherine, Bev, Chris, Sybil, welcome in. I will get to everybody's requests. I'm going to try to go down the whole line, but I will get to everyone's requests. Okay, so good to see everybody. Okay, so next is... I do hope that helps, Chris. And next was violet integration, peace, heart healing, better finances, and confidence. We've got confidence kind of covered. We always, for those of you who are new, everyone has very different situations in their life, but the underlying themes always end up having far more in common than we think. So you will notice a lot of synchronicity in the requests. It always happens. So confidence and better finances, heart healing, and inner peace. Better finances, heart healing, inner peace. Oh, so comfy, cozy. So for that financial abundance, let's bring out the citrine. Citrine is a beautiful brownish orange stone. It basically forms from amethyst. Lots of heat and pressure over time will turn amethyst into citrine. Citrine is wonderful for manifesting financial abundance and our basic needs, getting all those good things that we need to survive and thrive called in. Helps with balancing logic with intuition as well. It's very helpful for addiction as well as compulsions and making the best financial decisions we can. It's also thought to be really helpful for nausea as well as fibromyalgia. So there's that. Rhodonite is wonderful for healing heartbreak, as is malachite, which is already out there. Rhodonite helps with, like, whether it's breakup, divorce, or grief. This can really help with healing the cracks of that broken heart. It's also superb for the lungs, and I did see some requests for the lungs. This is really helpful for overcoming insecurities as well as healing past themes and things connected to, like, past emotional abuse, as well as allergies, autoimmune issues, asthma, all of which I struggle with. So that is rhodonite. And for inner peace, there's a couple great stones for that, but I'm going to bring in snowflake obsidian. In addition to inner peace and serenity, this is a great stone for finding hope after a time of loss, for inviting in clairaudience, which is our spiritual healing, our spiritual hearing. If you tend to hear spiritual guidance, this can help help you connect and have a much more clear experience. This also helps to calm overstimulation, balance mind, body, and spirit, and it's wonderful for things around guilt and reorganizing patterns and tendencies that we have that are not helping us. So snowflake obsidian, a really potent stone. And I hope that that helps. Lots of love to you, Violet Integration. Next we have Lee Nico requesting crystals to help with social anxiety and crystals for prosperity and abundance for the new month and remainder of the year. Absolutely. So we've got citrine to help with abundance. Let's bring in another abundance stone. So we'll bring in some pyrite. And for social anxiety, absolutely. Social anxiety, definitely honey calcite and yellow calcite can be helpful. And one of my favorites for social anxiety, and really any kind of anxiety as well, is green calcite. This is wonderful for not only releasing the anxiety that we have, but it helps to unwind the physical tension that we tend to create when we're tense, stressed out, anxious. This brings in a lot of reassurance. It helps to embody a large sense of calm, and it can just bring a lot of ease overall. Also helps to kind of lift a nervous heart, and just in general, where you might feel really stressed out, this can bring, when you're anxious, bring like a sense of levity and lightness to things. So that can be really helpful. So that is green calcite. And for financial abundance, another stone for that is pyrite. Pyrite is fool's gold. We like to think that it brings in the real stuff. Super helpful also for intuition, as well as protection, like intuitive protection and spiritual protection. It also helps the brain and memory specifically, as well as the lungs, and it's thought to help with the side effects of radiation treatment too. Many also feel that this is a stone that can help with the body's ability to make the most of a Reiki session. So it's an interesting tidbit about pyrite. So Lee Nico, it's so good to see you. Thank you for being here tonight. Awesome. And bringing soulmate home. Gotcha. Let's bring in two stones for that. And I know that these stones are going to touch on a couple of the other requests that are going to come in tonight. The first is moonstone, because woo, are we feeling that full moon energy still? Because whoa, that was a powerful full moon in Aries on Friday, wasn't it? Woof. So anytime you're working with lunar energies, moonstone, really helpful. This helps us to connect with and trust divine timing, especially when divine timing and our preferred timing are not seeing eye to eye, which is always a stressful thing. But this is wonderful for attracting love and having intuitive connection. This is connection too for protection of women, connection to the divine feminine, and for everyone to connect to older, more ancient forms of spirituality, healing, and things like that. Also great for releasing patterns, and wonderful for protection for anyone who might be traveling. So let's go ahead and bring in some moonstone. But yeah, wonderful for attracting your romantic partner. Absolutely wonderful for attracting your romantic partner. Kind of calling them back. Another stone that's very helpful for calling in your soulmate is carnelian. This is the stone for the sacral chakra, which is our center of relationships. This center is just beneath the navel. It's usually associated with the color orange, and it has everything to do with how we relate to the world around us and the people in it, but especially romance, love connections, fertility, sexuality. Additional to that, it can be really helpful for wound healing, cold, and allergies. And it's great for kind of shaking off apathy. So we'll go ahead and we'll bring this in by actually putting it on top of the moonstone. There we go. And I hope you are settling into your home really beautifully. Let's see, Key. Everyone, thanks for requesting everything you wanted already. There'll be some room for you too. Stones, manifestation quartz, moonstone. Cool, I read your mind. Kunzite. Blue lace agate. I found my fire opal. Do 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 do. And this beautiful manifestation quartz comes to us from Jennifer Vatsa. And if you want to check out her YouTube channel, which is awesome. If you like this channel, you'll love her channel too. Go ahead and check it out. It's linked to her profile. Also, you can Google Belladonna Botanicals and you will find her crystal shop. So, yay. We were right down the street from each other until last week. Let's go ahead and bring that in. And let's also bring in... Already got that one in. Okay, let's do... So I'm going to go ahead and lean on Cassandra Eason twice in a row because I know we've been waiting for me to find my fire opal. So let's check in with her insights on these two crystals. So Cassandra Eason's The Complete Crystal Handbook is what graces us tonight, and fire opal. Generally, I always look at opal as it's always been considered a stone sacred to the shamans. It's very protective. In a way, if you're doing any spiritual work, it helps keep you almost cloaked from anything that would do you harm. Additionally here, can help lower back, kidneys, genitals, intestines, adrenals, libido, fertility, emotional turmoil, heal sexual and domestic abuse and trauma. Ooh, that's something we could have a little bit more of around here too. Where to get your career moving forward. Ooh, we could definitely use that. Creativity, new beginnings. Necessary destruction. Very Shiva type energy. Warned by a charm anyone who wants to be independent and live by their own rules and make their own professional personality. Courage to find passionate, lasting love with someone of whom your family and friends would disapprove. Hey, awesome. It sounds like a great stone. So that is fire opal. Let's see. Let's also look up manifestation quartz, which really does like what one would think. This is wonderful for helping manifest. And the thing that makes it different, like from just standard clear quartz, is if you look closely inside, you can see that kind of phantom of itself within, and it really is powerful for manifesting. Let's see if there is any additional info in here. Connecting with the angels and spirit guides. Accumulated wisdom of ancient worlds we may carry in our genes. And also with bringing out, in the second part of life, undeveloped dreams and plans that we have set aside. That's really powerful. So, absolutely. So that is manifestation quartz. Next is blue lace agate. This is my favorite stone for anything impacting the throat chakra. This makes it a lot easier to verbalize anything that is truly hard to express. So deep feelings, whether it's something that feels vulnerable to express or just something that's hard to physically get out past the throat. It's also wonderful for sore throats, skin allergies, tension headaches, and arthritis and fractures. This is also a good stone if you want to have some support around saying things that someone else might feel hurt by. It helps to kind of lighten the words, helps them to be a little less painful. let's go ahead and bring these in. So that is blue lace agate. Okay. Kunzite is a very high vibrational stone of the heart chakra, and this is one that I often feel very connected to the Kuan Yin when I hold it. And the Kuan Yin decided not to evolve past the point of needing to reincarnate. She wanted to stay where she was so she could be of the best help for those who are suffering. It's a Kuan Yin who hears the sounds, which translates really to the suffering of the world. So this is a stone of deep compassion and expanding the heart center, the love that it can hold. And it helps with unity consciousness, that we are all interconnected and all one. So that is pink kunzite. So thank you for being here, Jen. Manifestation quartz can be tricky to find, but it's one of your faves. Yeah, it can be. Yeah, autoimmune pain or nerve pain is definitely, Amazonite can be really helpful. Oh, the names of the crystals for pain that I used are celestite, malachite, lapis, nerve pain. I'd recommend Amazonite. And yeah, everyone go ahead on into the chat and share any crystals that you personally use for pain, because that could be really helpful for Chris. And thank you. Love that you all are so supportive of each other. Catherine Dale, winner, winner, steak sandwich dinner. Absolutely. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm not a fan of cheesesteaks, and I lived upstairs from Ishkabibbles. I know from steak sandwiches. By the way, their fries and their gremlin drink, amazing. But I'm a hoagie girl. I'm a girl about my gabagool. Seriously, and because I have celiac disease, I can't eat regular bread. I can only eat like the baguettes from Taffet's Bakery. They make their own gluten-free bread. Campos on Market Street will make you a steak sandwich or a hoagie on gluten-free bread. Yes, please. Yes, please. I will go for that before a steak sandwich any day. But Ishkabibbles makes an amazing chicken cheesesteak. So if you're into that, they definitely have it. And let's see what else we got here. Patty would love some kunzite, fuchsite, peacock or red tiger eye, peridot, honey calcite's there, amazonite, celestite's there, aquamarine septarian, fuchsite, and peacock ore. Peacock ore is superb for executive function, mental clarity and thought, whether you're neurodivergent or you have any kind of other ailment or situation that impacts your executive function. Also really a wonderful stone for anything around spiritual and physical birth and rebirth. This is really, really helpful, but that's only just touching the tip of the iceberg with this stone. So that is peacock ore or chocolate pyrite. Fuchsite is wonderful for boosting the energy of other stones and helping us to invite in fun and play. Also really helpful for carpal tunnel, spinal alignment, and sleep issues. Let's put you here. Oh, can't quite see you there. Aquamarine is helpful for bringing about justice, and it's great for forgiveness. This is a stone that can help to deflect really immature, petty, childish types of behavior. We often like to call it the Auntie Karen stone, but helps with bringing in a may justice prevail kind of thing. Also great for body fluids, any kind of fluids in the body, having them moving in the right direction. Also for teeth and gums. Septarian is very helpful for the muscles, whether it's spasm or pain. Also incredibly helpful for skin wounds and lesions. It's great for spiritual work and emotional work, especially when you have to get really vulnerable in order to do the healing work. This can be very, very supportive. It also helps with finding the underlying cause of the belief or the habit that's at the root of an issue that keeps kind of playing out again and again. And it can be wonderful for really just anything that has to do with feeling like you almost need a safety net to do the work. Septarian is there for you. So we'll bring Septarian in. And I know some of the grid is kind of gone off, but when we shift into the healing session, you'll be able to see it. Amazonite helps with calm and with self-care, especially for folks who tend to think of others and neglect themselves. This will help you to bring in a little bit more balance. Also great for self-respect. But it's wonderful for nerves and nerve pain, particularly the spine and spinal nerves. So that's Amazonite. Amazonite can also be almost like a blue-green with white stripes, like be a darker color. So just know if you are shopping for it online, it can look quite a bit different than the one you're seeing with me. Sort of these very light greeny blue to very dark greeny blue. Red tiger eye is incredibly protective, spiritually and in the mundane realm. It helps to protect against bullies, those who would really try to triangulate, gaslight, manipulate, that kind of abusive stuff. Also really helpful for manifesting financial abundance in a hurry. So we'll bring this in. And again, that is red jasper. Yeah, a really beautiful stone for this time of year as people go back to school. It can be really helpful to protect against bullying. Peridot can help with breaking up bad habits and cycles, and also help support those friendships that help us to be the best version of ourselves. It's wonderful for fidelity as well as any kind of like GI issue, whether it's IBS, Crohn's, celiac, which I have, acid reflux, anything at all. Peridot can be very, very helpful and supportive. So we'll just put some chips in there. And I think I got all of your stuff. I did. Awesome. Green kyanite if I have, for Fiat Luna. Green kyanite if I have it, I do. Green calcite, which is in there, and some Larimer. You got it. So Larimer and green kyanite. Green kyanite is another one that's great for the throat, but this, I did see a request around RSV and healing for that. This can be helpful with anything impacting the throat, chest, lungs, heart, the whole cardiopulmonary system, specifically asthma too. It helps with balancing your mundane life with your spiritual life so you can live a more integrated day-to-day existence too. Helps with gaining wisdom through your intuition and helps to connect with nature and plants. So if you're someone who's working with like herbal medication or herbal, learning herbal medicine, learning about which teas can help, or if you're working in the garden, either way, this can be a really helpful stone. And again, this is green kyanite. So let's go ahead and bring this in. So yeah, everything with breathing as well as connection to nature. It's a very kitchen witch, garden witch kind of stone. So I'll go ahead and bring that in. Superb. Awesome. Okay. And for Larimer, which I happen to be wearing, Larimer helps with connecting to your spiritual purpose and finding your own unique way forward. It is helpful for that sense along your spiritual purpose and along your path. If you're really on your spiritual path, it's not going to look like a path. You're the one that's sort of bushwhacking the path of your spiritual truth because it's not something that anyone else has ever walked before. So you will feel like a little bit of a pioneer in that sense. It also helps with separating the ego from the self. So we'll go ahead and bring in some Larimer. It's only found in the Dominican Republic. So there we go. Good to see you, Fiat Luna. I hope you're doing well. Oh, Jen, you finally got a nice polychrome jasper. Yeah, it can be hard to find ones that people have taken the time to like polish and make them nice. I have tons of raw polychrome jasper in the crystal shop, but let's see if Kitty will let me get my big piece. Hey, are you going to let me? That's my big piece of polychrome jasper. Polychrome jasper, and now that I've brought it up, I want to bring it in. This can help reignite your soul's purpose and break down indifference. It's very motivating. It makes you want to like get up, sink your teeth into stuff and get doing. Lots and lots of confidence. Also really helpful for joint health and physical movement. Makes you want to get up and move and helps make it easier to move for those of you who might have joint issues or mobility issues. I have big time mobility issues. This is a stone near and dear to my heart. Very connected too with the Earth Star chakra. The Earth Star chakra is beneath our root chakra, and it's where we enact our soul's purpose. Let's actually put that here. So it's taking action along the way of meeting our spiritual goals. So that is polychrome jasper, and these guys are in the crystal shop right now. So let's go ahead and put these back. So we've got 2 in there. But yeah, that's my big piece of polychrome is right here. Awesome. Let's see. Sam, I hope you're doing well. Jenny, I hope you're doing well. Gail, welcome back. Lila Ray, welcome back. Okay, cool. So I'm going to keep on going. Quartz in place of opal and turquoise. So we got opal. Yeah, unfortunately, I do not have turquoise. Turquoise is wonderful for friendship, companionship. And clear quartz. Ooh, there must be something outside. Kitties are interested. Clear quartz can stand in for any stones that you don't have. So we'll put this in for the stones that I may not have that other folks are asking for tonight, including turquoise. So, but yeah, there we go. Awesome. So thank you. And Sybil, I'm so glad that your new ENT is helping. Healing sinuses and RSV symptoms. I'm so glad the Reiki is helping. I'm so, so glad. You're always welcome here. I'm here 5 times a week, same days, same times, and all of you are always welcome here. So let's go ahead and bring in some of Chris's requests too. So we've got carnelian, moonstone. Let's bring in some herkimer. Sapphire, garnet, Let's go ahead and dive in first with rhodochrosite. This is wonderful for mother-baby bonding, so definitely thinking also of Jenny's sister-in-law who just had 2 twin baby boys. Also helps to heal wounds around connection to mother as well. And also helpful for asthma, as well as the lungs and stress headache. Wonderful for heart and circulation, as well as telepathy, connection to ancestors, and deceased pets. Ruby is very strong healer to help you feel that you have the courage to be yourself and feel supported in that. It's also a stone that can be very helpful around themes of leadership and management. Also helpful for love, fertility, and fibromyalgia. So let's see, where do we want to place you? Let's put you here. A stone I love using alongside ruby is garnet. This is a stone of stability, strength, especially in times of change, of courage, and also of practicality, thoughtfulness, being able to see the big picture and how to get something done in the most effective and the most practical way. This is one that helps you take a new eye even at old things and old processes, things that you've always done the same way, but maybe finding a way to do them with less effort or less time or in a way that is more advantageous. So that is garnet. It's also another stone that's helpful for organization alongside lapis. And I definitely made a little grid of ruby and lapis earlier when I was setting up some of the organization in my apartment. Very helpful. Herkimer diamond can also assist with manifesting, and it helps to harmonize energy that just is a little off. It can also help to balance metabolism and helps us to be not only in the present moment, which is so important to manifesting, but also helps us to relax. So that is Herkimer diamond, which is actually a type of, let's put these here. It's actually a type of clear double terminated or 2-pointed quartz that formed in the Herkimer, New York region. Thank you. And sapphire. This is a stone that helps us to connect with our angels and spirit guides. It's a powerful stone of, it's a very powerful stone of helping to connect in mediumship and channeling as well. It can be very, very high vibrational. Definitely have a good grounding practice if you're using it for that. Also helps on the physical level, the thyroid, eyes, and ears, and it's also thought to help support folks with dementia as well as those who care for and about them. Wonderful for envisioning like good positive outcomes when everything is shifting and it's really hard to focus on the positive too. But yeah, when it comes to angels and spirit guides, sapphire for sure. Also very justice minded. It does help bring about like speedy justice. So let's bring in some emerald too, and then I'll come back to the rest. Emerald is a wonderful healer that will also support with the RSV and the help for the lungs and anyone who's experiencing like asthma, allergies this time of year. This also helps with reinvigorating your passion for your work life and your love life and really any aspect of life. Helpful also for confidence around your appearance, especially if it's something that you've been like teased about or picked on in the past. So let's go ahead and put some emerald in here. Beautiful. And I'll come back to the rest for sure. T, it's wonderful to see you. Happy October to you too. Let's see. Oh, hon, Chris, you never have to apologize. You never have to apologize if you're going to go ahead and go to sleep while you're while we're sending the Reiki. It's totally fine. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for blessing us with your presence. It's so wonderful to see you. Lots of love. Lots of love. I'm so glad that all of these things are helping you, Sybil. Thank you for letting us know. So we've got all the good stones for the RSV definitely in there. So glad. Catherine, female cramps, asthma, allergies, patience, and for your husband's truck to get fixed sooner rather than later. And something to help you with your writing. You're on a roll with this book and you're writing and you don't want to hit a block. Gotcha. Okay, so let's do some blue tiger eye, some pink tourmaline, and some dumortierite. We've got all the good asthma and allergy stones in there right now. Dumortierite can be incredibly helpful when it comes to allergies. I mean, not allergies, when it comes to patients. And oh, do we have another kid? We do. We have a Gertie. Come on up, little babes. You want to say hi's? Come on up. Yeah. What's going on, little babes? What's happening, hot stuff? Oh. She's extra cuddly, so I'm not going to pick her up right now, but I know it's going to be hard to see her, but... No. Oh, and there's a little Hattie over there. They're both settling in for the Reiki. They know what's coming. So as I was saying, dumortierite, wonderful for patients as well as helping nervous dogs. So Sam, this will definitely help you too. It also helps tidiness as well as improve situations that feel really hopeless or almost like there's no point. It helps you too to stand up for yourself, and on a physical healing level, they can be wonderful for ligaments and tendons. These were also a gift from Jennifer Vatsa at Belladonna Botanicals, so thank you, Jen. For the female cramps, let's bring in the pink tourmaline. This is superb for every kind of gynecologic issue across the board, as well as migraine. And also, Chris, we mentioned pain help before. This is another one that's good for nerve pain, is pink tourmaline. It also helps mother-baby bonding, as well as spinal injuries, muscle weakness, and helping to break up really negative feelings around your body and your appearance. And for help with writing, let's bring in blue tiger eye, which is incredibly protective too. This is a stone very much associated with teachers and with speaking your truth with courage. It's a great whistleblower stone. It protects tellers of truths. It's very facts over feelings and conversation kind of thing. And it can aid with public speaking and writing. Oh, hey, you want to come up? You want to say hi? No, you're going to run away? Okay. Oh, they're cleaning each other. I'm not going to interrupt them. This helps with expression, and it's wonderful for writing. Like superb for writing. Also just bold communication in any aspect, and it can be really calm and help to ease stress. So let's bring in some blue tiger eye. Another stone for what you were requesting, you could also use sodalite. That could be really helpful, and that's easier to find. So let's see where you should go. Let's put them around here. And there. Oh, you two are adorable. Yes, you are. Okay. And with your husband's truck to get fixed, let's see. feel like intuitively red jasper wants to come in for that. So that's what we're going to do. Red jasper is very root chakra oriented. It helps with empowerment. It's also another one that's good for fighting injustice and bullying. Wonderful for spiritual and psychic protection. Everything about the root chakra. So definitely like basic needs, fight or flight, all of those kinds of things. Also helpful for emotional support for like long illnesses and fertility, as well as just grounding in general. But I feel something about this was very linked to that request. Not entirely sure why, but it came through, so that's what I'm adding. So red jasper. All the best to you and your husband and all your writing and everything. Allison, back pain and healing, lower body healing. We definitely have all the pain stones in there. Back pain, particularly, we have Amazonite and lower body healing. That's polychrome jasper. Great with lower body as well as mobility. And also feeling like you can move along with your soul's purpose. So we've got that covered. And also energy to sweeten a love connection. Oh, good thing for you. We have carnelian as well as moonstone, which can really help with that. We also have, let's bring in some rose quartz too. Wonderful stone of the heart center and heart chakra. Helps our heart to expand the love that we can hold and helps us to see that we are absolutely worthy of all of the love. So we'll bring that in. Put that right under Septarian. Thank you for being here. I hope everything is going well and that you are feeling at home in your new space. And let's also do, for Bev, good to see you. Asking for grace, gratitude, confidence, and financial miracles. Wisdom and intuition to be aware of when your request is answered. I love that. We've got some good stones in there for confidence. We have yellow calcite, which is amazing for that. And wisdom and intuition to be aware when your request is answered. Herkimer diamond and moonstone can help that. And you know what else helps that? Chevron amethyst. This can help to open that divine connection to spirit and open it back up to you as well. It kind of like supports the connection there. It helps with channeling, shamanic journeys and visionary work, any kind of visual mediumship or channeling, any kind of clairvoyance. Also wonderful for spiritual and psychic connection overall, but in general, sending requests up to spirit and then hearing the response and helping that connection. The chevron that makes this different from standard amethyst is just where in the amethyst it's from. You'll notice that there are some like stripes in here that look like just kind of diagonal lines. If these specimens were larger, you would see that they actually create a chevron, which takes your messages and energy up to spirit and then returns them, so you can have that dialogue a little easier. So let's go ahead and put that right along with Herkimer. They work really well together, so all the best to you, Bev. So good to see you. I hope you have an awesome evening. Violet Integration says Tattooed Moms has a really good cheesesteak. That's good to know. They have really good lots of other things too, and they've got lots of good vegan food in case anyone's vegan. Intentions for a job interview for your husband for tomorrow, Lila Ray? Absolutely. I don't have sunstone in the grid yet, Patty. Yeah, polychrome, yeah. Okay, cool. All right, we're almost there. So let's go. Good job interview. Lapis is in there. That helps with opening up career opportunities. but we'll definitely bring in the sunstone. This is very helpful for that. So sunstone helps to expand our vision of who we are and what we can be, and helps us to set bigger goals based on who we actually are and not the smaller limiting self-views we may have. Wonderful for recognition and even fame, but like being recognized and seen. So it'll take you out of the like list of people who've applied and the list of people who've interviewed to like really be recognized. Helps with lots of career opportunities and opening those up. Wonderful for marketing yourself or your business, as well as in general just bringing really good opportunities and lots of luck. Also really helpful for avoiding anyone or any situation that would exploit you financially or monetarily. So let's see where we're gonna squeak this one in. Let's bring this in. Let's bring sunstone in right here. Yeah, let's bring sunstone in right there. So that is sunstone. Awesome. All the best to your husband on that job interview. And also, yeah, there is manifestation quartz, so that'll help too. Need Reiki for ear infections, strep throat, and interviews. Okay, good. And dog ear infections. Peace to all. Let's go ahead for leopard skin jasper. Blue lace agate will be helpful with the throat and the symptoms. Moss agate will be very helpful for infections and illnesses of all variety. It also helps with fears of the unknown, and really good like interpersonal work. Like if you're doing inner child work or higher self work, moss agate is superb. It's very highly regarded in Chinese medicine, especially for help with infections and illnesses, and for its spiritual connection. This definitely helps you to feel connected to spirit and connected to unconditional love as well. So that is moss agate. Okay. Leopard skin jasper is one that helps us to connect in healing to our animals, whether it's our companion animals or if we're connecting with our animal guides and guardians. This is a lovely stone for helping to heal and connect for both. Also great for anything impacting the skin, as well as coordination and balance. So that is leopard skin jasper, our favorite stone for connecting with the animals. It's also a superb stone for calling on connection to our like really good soulmate type relationships. So that seems to be on tap for tonight. So good to see you, Samantha. I'm so sorry you're sick, but we've got those crystals for you. For the baby's health and growth, let's see. I feel like I want to bring in tree agate for the babies, because tree agate is a wonderful stone that's actually, it has a lot of similarities with moss agate, and this is actually sacred in Ayurveda, which is the sister science to yoga. We're familiar with the 7 chakras, many of us, but of course that's just part of a very large and complex system. This is thought to help balance the flow of energy in the body, including all the way down to the individual nadi, N-A-D-I, which are even the really small channels of energy throughout the body. It's thought to bring balance and harmony to anything that's out of balance. So this is very helpful for general health and well-being. I'm also going to bring in Unikite, which can be helpful for fertility, pregnancy, labor, birth, delivery, but it's also got a connection with helping newborns and things. And pink tourmaline is in there, which is considered exceptional for like newborn babies. So that's already in there. But Unikite, helpful for all of the things I mentioned: fertility, pregnancy, birth, labor, delivery. Lots of good things for just women's health in general, including metabolism. Wonderful for the heart and circulation. especially around moving fluids throughout the body. Great for breaking addictions, particularly smoking, and for just good relationships in general. So that is Unikite. And let's make a little more room there. There we go. Fantastic. Okay. Lots and lots of love to you and the babies. Oh, Joanna, which one did I say was only from the Dominican Republic? That is Larimer. It's found on the island of Hispaniola, but only on the Dominican Republic side. If it's on the Haiti side, which would make sense, I don't know of it having been found there yet. And so we've got everything, Samantha, with that, but let's bring in, we've got Celestite, which helps with the relationship with Archangel, Spirit Guides, as well as Sapphire, but let's bring in Angelite. Angelite is very closely related to Celestite in terms of geologically speaking. It helps with connection to our angels, our spirit guides, and it also helps you feel connected to Source. Wonderful for unity consciousness as well as spiritual protection, and also can help you to make the most of sound healing. So that is Angelite. I hope that helps. Paul, it's so good to see you. Yes, Sunstone's on the grid. Okay, so T has a request for letting go of fear. Hey, Vic, welcome in. Letting go of fear, regret, and heartache, creativity, spiritual support, and aid connecting with allies. Absolutely. Stonewise, tourmalinated quartz, howlite, Caribbean blue calcite, and tree agate. Awesome, we've got tree agate, so let's do tourmalinated quartz, howlite. Tourmalinated quartz, howlite, Caribbean blue calcite, okay, cool. Tourmalinated quartz is great for releasing old stuck energy. This is quartz that has black tourmaline running through it, and black tourmaline helps to repel negative energy. This is a really helpful stone when it comes to breaking up those old energetic patterns, including like old pain, even from like far back childhood, as well as scar tissue on the body, in the body, and certainly emotional scar tissue. Great too for protection during travel, as well as good fortune, good luck, and I actually am so glad you requested this. Lila Ray, this will be helpful in supporting your husband's take on getting a job, doing well in the interview. This helps with bringing in new jobs, new gigs, new streams of revenue, all of that kind of stuff too. Also very protective for travel. So that is tourmalinated quartz, which in this case happens to be green, but can be any color. Let's actually switch these around. Howlite helps with joint pain, bone integrity, calcium absorption, healing fractures, strengthening bones. I struggle with that for, personally. Also great for just in general teeth, hair, and bones. Emotionally speaking, this is a really helpful stone for difficult emotions like anger, resentment, and frustration. It kind of helps dial down the intensity of those really volatile feelings so that you can kind of use your brain and logic to help you sort the best way to deal with the underlying issues that are causing them, if possible. But yeah, this is a very underrated healing crystal in my opinion. White howlite. Aragonite with blue Caribbean calcite. So this one is 2 types of calcite together. If you shop for these online, you might see it as a much brighter blue or even a much deeper brown. It definitely runs the gamut. A lot of this is being mined right now in Pakistan. This is so the brown is aragonite, and that really connects with the Earth Star chakra, which we mentioned in regards to polychrome jasper. That is enacting your soul's purpose and showing up in right action and like walking the walk. The blue Caribbean calcite connects with the soul star chakra, which is above the crown. And that's like our spiritual North Star. That is where we can envision the highest potential of our spiritual guidance, of our spiritual path. And it's updating all the time based on the decisions you make, that others make, and what's like possible and what's the best. So it's wonderful to help keep that energy field clear, help you to connect with that divine guidance so you know where to go, whose hand to shake, who to talk to. Those synchronistic moments happen more easily. So it helps with both. Additionally, with both of these stones working together and being at opposite ends of the energy field, it can be really, really helpful when it comes to balancing the Kundalini within the body, which is an energy that lays dormant at the spine. There we go. So that is blue Caribbean calcite and aragonite together. Awesome. Lots of big alignment tonight. Okay, so last couple stones, and then we're getting into the healing. So letting go of stuff, and letting go of stuff is absolutely malachite. Appetite. Oh, you're so welcome, Vic. I hope things are going well, hon. Definitely seeing requests for energy. For neck, we have Amazonite, which helps the spine. We have howlite, which helps the joints. So that'll help with that. For appetite, we have blue apatite. I know it's hilarious that it actually is called blue apatite. This helps with whether your intention is weight loss, weight gain, stimulating appetite, just having a healthier relationship to food, whatever that looks like to you in your very unique connection. Also helps with learning your soul's purpose and having the courage to enact it. So if Larimer sounded like a good crystal for you, blue apatite is also another one to look at. Also helps with harmony and peace, so very much in alignment with Violet Integration's request, and also really helpful for strengthening the aura, which will ultimately make it easier for you to keep your energy clear and less likely to take on the energy of others. So that is blue apatite. And there we go. Bumblebee jasper is very helpful for physical energy and for vitality as well. Also wonderful for mental focus and feeling like you want to sink your teeth into something that's important to you, whether it's work, career, soul path. It helps you to feel invigorated on that. Also great for collaborative and group work, as well as just confidence, positivity, and motivation altogether. Bumblebee jasper has high concentrations of sulfur as well as arsenic, so definitely be careful with this one. So let's go ahead and bring you in here. And stomach, definitely peridot is in here. Very helpful with everything having to do with the stomach. I'm also going to bring in Dalmatian jasper, which helps with energy clearing and cooperation. This is much like tourmalinated quartz, has tourmaline going through it. This is jasper with black tourmaline going through it. So it helps to deep clear our energy field. That can help let go of old stuck energy based around things. It's especially good for letting go of things like cynicism and like feeling really jaded and kind of bitter about things. If you want to shed that, this can help. Also great for IBS, Crohn's, and any kind of digestive issue, including acid reflux and things. So we will bring that in. So that is Dalmatian Jasper. I think you can see how it got its name. Heart, I hope you're doing well. Oh yeah, lots of achy back stuff. We've got Amazonite for achy back and all the good pain stones. We've got lapis, we've got celestite, and we've also got malachite. Wisdom, definitely for wisdom. Moonstone's very helpful for that, as is wisdom through intuition. Green kyanite is in there, and that can be really helpful. Emotional stress and financial concerns, totally can understand that. Let's do one more stone and then we'll get into the healing. Let me see. Let's bring in some shungite, especially because we've got all the good like pain and back stuff, but you mentioned that it's often from emotional stress, financial concerns. We've got all the financial stones in there too. Let's bring in some shungite because this can really help with the emotional pain and releasing emotional pain, as well as releasing stress, which might help alleviate some of those issues. This helps to powerfully move energy blocks out of the body and just purge energy that we don't need anymore. Wonderful for healing skin and tissue, especially if you've recently been injured or if you've just had surgery, and very, very helpful for anyone that's sensitive to electromagnetic kind of situations. If you find that you're around a lot of electromechanical equipment and you feel very tired or unsettled, this can be a helpful stone. So let's go ahead and put this in, and then I'm going to do that thing that I do where I quickly explain what Reiki is and how it works. And while I do that, I'm going to ask you to help me lift the energy of the spaces that you are at, that we are all sharing. And by doing that, it's so simple but so effective. Go ahead and hit the like button if you haven't already, and then in the chat, just click live chat and enter it in there. Anything that you are grateful for, anything at all, whatever you're comfortable enough sharing in public. If you're already cozy in bed and don't want to grab the phone again, that's fine. Just take a deep breath in and out and think of all the things that you're grateful for, and it'll do the same thing. So you all do that. I'll explain the Reiki, and then we're going to get into the healing. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, my name's Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and it's my 15-year anniversary of teaching Usui Reiki. If you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading or shop crystals, go ahead over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com, and through midnight tonight, so just about 2.5 more hours, something like that, there is a coupon code for 15% off of just about everything. If you go ahead and use the coupon code 15years, which I'm typing into the chat right now, 15years, all together, one word, no spaces, that will save you 15% on even tarot readings and one-on-one healings. So those 1 hour tarot readings and sessions will start at $63 and change. So that's pretty great. So go ahead over and check those out. Also applies to select classes. So Thank you all for being a part of my 15-year anniversary. I'm so grateful. And if you want to be the first to know about upcoming sales, subscribe to my email newsletter. It's linked in the description along with all of my social media. So what is Reiki? Well, the term Reiki has become like a catch-all term for energy healing in the West. But specifically, I work with what's known as Usui Reiki, which is this particular approach comes to us from Mikao Usui in the early 1920s of Japan, when Japan was going through some really difficult historical times. One could, teach and be and exist, but you'd better not be caught teaching anything that even remotely looks like religion. This particular method was definitely one of its time in that it connects very deeply to the spiritual energy in a way that everyone in Japan already kind of knew how to do, but this particular approach is secular in nature, which is why it resonates with us so much in the West. So at the very foundation of what Usui Reiki is the what we understand energy to be. And for that, we're best to look at Shintoism, the indigenous spirituality of Japan, in which everyone and everything has a soul. And all of those souls are interconnected and inextricably linked. That energy, that spirit provides us, that makes us more than just a bunch of cells, but really being the spiritual beings that we are. Reiki translates to spiritually guided soul energy. And it's thought that this energy flows through everyone and everything all the time, whether or not we're aware of it. And our body, mind, and spirit use it every moment of the day to help bring us into the best alignment and balance and healing that we can be in one moment to the next. Essentially, what I'll be doing tonight is using Usui's techniques to connect to that energy that's already flowing through all of us and directing more of it to you to support your body, mind, and spirit to do what they're already doing even better. During your session, you may feel some physical sensations. Emotionally, you may feel some feelings rise up or get released. On a mental level, you may have a chance to kind of parse some things out, hear your subconscious come through. Spiritually, you may get some intuitions, some deep clarity, or just a sort of settledness in a sense. You may also have a really beautiful nap, and that's amazing too. During the session, you don't need to do anything. I generally suggest that you go ahead and get comfy, sit up, lay down, totally up to you. Oh, hi! Are you saying hello? Yes? You want to come up? Yes? Oh, and it's Gertie. Say hi, Gertie. Yeah, you can stay on my lap for Reiki. So as I was saying, you can go ahead and sit, lay down, whatever feels comfortable to you, and just be. But you also don't have to stay still. You can stretch, move, bend, get a cup of tea, whatever you need to do. No matter what you're doing or how you enjoy this time, it's going to work perfectly for you. So if you want to journal, stretch, do some yoga, play some music, the Reiki is going to support you. If you feel like you need to go deeper or refocus your session at any point in time, just take a deep breath in and out and you'll sink right back into the session. You don't even have to focus on anything and you don't have to keep your mind silent. Just be, and the Reiki will support you exactly as you are. During the session, I will go ahead and turn the lights down. You'll notice that they move slowly and gently from one color to the next. At no point will they flash or strobe. And I will turn the music up. If you would like to learn more about our musical creator, go ahead and check the link at the bottom of the description, and you can find her website and her YouTube channel so you can enjoy it all the time. And as far as how the Reiki works, know that it is always available. Many times we've mentioned tonight, it's always available regardless of what time you're finding this video, because Reiki is not bound to the limits of our dimension like we are. We as humans can only be in one place at one time, but the Reiki is everywhere all the time. So wherever you happen to be, whenever you happen to be here, you're going to have just as much access to this healing energy. So those of you who are here live, if you ever feel like you need a Reiki session and I'm not live, go ahead and check out our past healing live stream playlist, where you can go ahead and just enjoy healing anytime that you need it. Just pick any one. You can even skip ahead to the healing if you'd like. And it's wonderful as always to be here. I'm here 5 times a week, same days, same times every week. So definitely go ahead and subscribe with your notifications on, and hopefully YouTube will let you know when I'm on. And I absolutely do adore seeing all of you here. So thank you so much for being here. Definitely hit that like button if you're finding this helpful, and enjoy your session. Ta-da! Ooh, pretty. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, I'm floating. Let's see. Now, stay at the bottom. So this session will be 25 minutes. At the end, you'll hear my voice come in to welcome you back, to take a few deep breaths and come back to the room. At that time, I'll reopen the chat so you can ask any questions and you can share any experiences. But thank you so much for being here today. I hope you enjoy your session, and I will see you all in 25 minutes. So enjoy. I invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back to your body. If you have any questions or anything to share, you can go ahead and pop it in the chat. Or if you're watching this as a pre-recorded video, go ahead and plop it in the comments. Thank you so much for being here with me this evening. You're so welcome, Catherine. All the best. I hope everything works out with the truck. Oh, thank you, T. I'm so glad you found me too. Thank you. Oh, and you're so welcome, Heart. Thank you for that. Blessed be, Paul. Good to see you. I hope all is well. The fur babies are completely knocked out. Oh, thank you, Bev. I hope you have an amazing week too. And thank you everyone so much for the love and support you show me and each other. It's a really beautiful thing that I get to witness 5 times a week. Thank you. Thank you, Joanna. Have an awesome week ahead. Gail, good to see you, and you're so welcome. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Key. All the blessings to you, too, as well. You're welcome, Jennifer. I hope that your settling in goes super well. So I'm going to go ahead here and get ready to wind things down and bring the stream to a close with an abundance of gratitude to all of you. Thank you all so much. Have a beautiful week ahead. Take care. I hope to see you again soon, and bye for now.